Hello everybody and welcome to AW Cleaning Services YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon which will give you updates and notifications as and when I post a new video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Either way, it helps the channel out massively. So today's video, a bit of something different. This video is aimed more so at the water fed pole window cleaner, and those of you that may be pressure washing, also very helpful. So the purpose of the video is, if you're out water fed pole window cleaning on a daily basis, you've got a van system with a pump electronics, you've got plumbing in there as well, and also pressure washing guys, you're out there with a 15 litre per minute Honda pressure washer, you may require some of this knowledge as well. So if you're out and your equipment breaks down, say your water fed pole pump trolley breaks down, your van mounted pump system has faults, issues, instead of driving miles to get home, you may be able to save or sacrifice parts on that system to get it working and up and running. Any time away from the job site is time where you haven't earned money. So working for free is not what we're all about. So this video is really aimed about preventative maintenance. Check your equipment regularly. If there's a fault with your equipment, fix it. Check it the night before you go out, so the working day you don't have anything impeding your ability to do your job. But this is what I would have, for example, in the back of my vehicle. For the purposes of this video, it's all in a handy tool tote so it can be seen. Cameras overhead, a standard conventional toolbox, just going to be full of shadow, doom and gloom. So in this box, have a little green storage case. I believe it was a fishing tackle box for flies and lures, etc. I've never been fishing in my life other than plenty of fish. I didn't catch anything good on there either. So in the box, we have spare rubber rings. These are most commonly found on your hose lock style garden taps. So if you have a garden tap, you'll have one of these rubber O-ring seating seals on the tap. They can perish, they fall off, then your hose pipe won't attach correctly and it squirts water everywhere. So these are invaluable to have. You can buy these online, you can buy them in B&Q, all the home hardware stores have them. They are pence, but they are worth having. Again, seating washers for male tap, 3/4 inch tap adapters that go on the tap, again very useful. And then rubber O-rings, which in my case, these here actually fit onto a pressure washer that I had onto the male inlet again. So they're very similar, almost identical, but that can also stop your pressure washer seal going on the inlet, and also some of the outlets use these as well. A few Stanley knife blades as spares, a selection of double-eared O-rings for repairs or on the fly adaptations to equipment, spare hose nozzle, fan jets and standard pencil jets. Always keep these in my toolbox. They also have a secondary use. They are brilliant emergency hose splicers. Because they're double barbed, you can use those to repair a pole hose if need be, 6mm diameter, and they will push straight in, and you can either fix those using Jubilee clips or even cable ties. Because they are barbed, even a cable tie will work to hold pressure back. Selection of heat shrink as well, very good for electrical repairs on water fed pole pumping system electronics. So that's what's in that little box. Put that to one side. Cable ties, you can never live without cable ties. Brilliant for hose repairs. Also a whole host of other things you may need them for, and handy for coiling up hose as well if you need to. In my case, a spare water fed pole pump trolley flow controller and spare 100k ohm variable resistors. But there's a complete replacement package, and I can swap out my water fed pole pump trolley flow controller in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. So another piece of useful kit for me. Randomly, again, brass elbow, barb connectors. They're not there really for any other purpose other than emergency, very much emergency hose repairs. I know they're right angled, but I found them, didn't pay for them, but they're handy to have in the toolbox. If you use Jubilee branded Jubilee clips, hose clamps, they are a generic 7mm. So this is a specific Jubilee clip tensioning tool. I've had it for donkey's years, working on cars. Very handy to use in the toolkit. Very self-explanatory. A selection of miniature sockets. I do have a bigger socket set, but for the purposes of water-fed pole pumps, pump trolley builds, van installations, pressure washer on the fly, you may need sockets. So, you know, there's a set there ranging from 6mm to 1/2 inch 13mm. Again, very useful. Combination ratchet screwdriver, very good quality one. This is made by Worth, very expensive. I believe it's Worth, but very good quality ratchet screwdriver. Has a whole host of attachments in the handle, which have always been kept. And I also keep as well another small set of various bits, which are very handy. So screwdriver is very handy to have. Winter's coming. Really bright torch, very handy, very bright. This video isn't aimed at vehicle maintenance or preventative vehicle maintenance. You should already be fully aware of how to maintain and look after your vehicle and what to have in your vehicle when winter comes. So this video isn't aimed at winter driving, it's aimed purely at pressure washing, water-fed pole window cleaning. So again, pliers, screwdrivers, spanners. Nothing really much to show in there. A whole host of insulation tape, again very handy for very quick on the fly hose repairs, stopping pinhole leaks. A couple miles of that around your hose in a desperate emergency, you won't blow your hose out. Also, we have tubing cutters, razor sharp cutters, brilliant for repairs, cutting, splicing of hoses. Great for garden hoses. If a customer gives you a garden hose and the end's all frayed on it and you want to put a new connector on it, stick it in this, give it a squeeze, and you've got yourself a brand new straight parallel cut. Nipex, end tool cut pliers, or double-eared O-clip compression pliers. Can't live without those, they're an absolute must. So for me, my main focus on this video for myself and the equipment I have is electrically based. So 12-volt pump systems. You're going to need screwdrivers, you're going to need pliers, needle nose pliers, anything like this which can help you repair a pump, get a pump running, fix a water-fed pole pump trolley controller. Then screwdrivers, cutters, pliers are an absolute must. Also, to complement the multi-screwdriver, it's always good to have a few extra bits. Cable strippers, American made. Had these for probably best part of 20 years. I've used these on every electronics build I do, and they are fantastic for stripping cable down. A few other bits. So for me, very important piece of the kit that I use all the time. I have electric mains, but I cannot live without my Portasol Technic gas soldering iron. These are invaluable. They're about £35. I've had this particular one for about 20 years. I replace the tips on it when they wear down and I clean them correctly. But quality 60/40 tin lead solder, can't live without that. Better than all the new rubbish alloy based environmental lead free rubbish that doesn't stick to anything. Gas soldering iron, desoldering pump, desperately if I need to change a variable resistor in a flow controller, in a water-fed pole pump trolley controller, and universal lighter gas to fill up the gas soldering iron as and when it's needed. Stanley knife, cutting hoses again if you need to cut hoses, various parts of tubing, garden hose. Had this for years. Backhoe, variable adjustable wrench, or a nut rounder as I like to call them. Absolutely fantastic piece of kit, 6 inches long, but brilliant and big enough to take off pressure fittings on pressure washers, hoses, water-fed pole, pump trolley fittings and unions. Very useful again. Very small nut driver for the miniature socket set, so you've got direct access to putting these onto the handle, and you've got yourself basically a little mini socket set again. A T-handle, brilliant, again, good purchase on if your pump's bolted into a frame or your trolley's falling apart. Great piece of kit. Other than that, really, insulation tape, spanner, put that to one side. Another thing that will always go in a vehicle with me, and it hangs up out the way, replacement British Army NBC nuclear biological warfare respirator haversack, but in this digital voltmeter, brilliant for diagnosing faults with batteries, split charge relay systems, water pump trolleys. Again, another one which is a clamp meter, brilliant for looking at current drain, current draw as well if you need it. And then in here for vehicle use or battery charging systems, again, piece of kit I can't live without, and that's my Sealy test probe, which I can use to test continuity. I can also use it to test negative, positive feeds. If I have a broken wire in a system, I can find it with that, and I can diagnose and also switch using that as well through a power supply or van battery, water-fed pole, pump trolley system batteries again. But that is what I would have in a vehicle on a daily basis when using water-fed pole window cleaning equipment or pressure washing equipment, so I can repair, I can make adjustments on the fly without having to go home, lose a day's work, lose money. If you have any questions on the video, drop it below in the comments. If there's anything I can help you with at any point, if you want to build your own system, drop me a message, leave me a comment on here, or either find me on Instagram at AW Cleaning Services. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, see you soon. Bye bye.